It is a great satisfaction to greet you again. I hope you and your pet are well. Today we will talk about the following. Are you accidentally bribing your dog? A common problem many puppy owners face is feeling like their dog only listens or performs certain behaviors when there are treats in sight. You may be wondering, am I bribing my dog? If your dog only sits when you hold up a treat or comes when called, but only after hearing the crinkle of a treat bag, you may be wondering what went wrong and how to fix it. We'll explore whether you might be unintentionally bribing your dog, and why this happens. 1. Understanding the difference between bribery and reward. Bribery occurs when your dog sees the treat before performing the behavior. He may refuse to obey unless you show him the treat first. In this case, your dog is learning to perform the behavior only when he is guaranteed a reward. On the other hand, the reward is given after the dog performs the desired behavior. The dog learns that good behavior leads to something pleasant, but does not expect it to be given beforehand as a prerequisite for him to comply with the command. 2. Why does dependency occur? Treat dependency, where the dog does not listen unless there is a treat, usually occurs unintentionally during the training process. Now I will tell you some common reasons why this problem occurs. Excessive use of treats at the beginning. When you start training a dog, treats are used as a high-value reward to motivate him. This is perfectly fine during the early stages of learning new cues or behaviors. However, if you do not gradually reduce the use of treats over time, your dog may become accustomed to responding only when food is present. Showing the treat too soon. Many puppy parents unintentionally teach their dogs to expect a treat by showing it to them before giving them a cue. For example, if you hold up a treat and then say, "Sit," your dog may associate sitting with seeing the treat rather than hearing the cue word. Over time, he may stop performing the behavior unless the treat is visible. Inconsistent reinforcement. Dogs thrive on consistency. In the early stages of learning, if you sometimes give a treat for a behavior and other times you don't, you can confuse your dog about what you expect. This lack of consistency can result in him only working when he's sure it's a treat. Reinforce attention to the treat, not the behavior. If your dog focuses more on the treat than the behavior itself, he's likely learning to pay attention to the food rather than the cue. This often happens when treats are used as bait but not removed quickly enough. 3. How to stop relying on bribes. The good news is that you can break the cycle and get your dog to reliably engage in behaviors, even without food rewards. Here's how. Gradually reduce treat intake. Start by rewarding your dog with treats for every correct response, but once you've mastered the behavior, reduce the frequency of treats. This is called intermittent reinforcement. You can start by giving a treat every time your dog performs a behavior, then every third time, and so on. This intermittent reinforcement makes the reward unpredictable, which keeps your dog interested and motivated even when a treat isn't guaranteed. Use other forms of rewards. Treats are just one form of reinforcement, but dogs can be motivated by other rewards, such as verbal praise. A cheerful, good dog can be just as rewarding for some dogs as food. Toys or playtime. If your dog loves to play fetch or tug, using playtime as a reward can be very effective. Delaying the reward. Instead of giving your dog a treat immediately after he performs a behavior, try delaying the reward. This helps your dog learn that the reward is not directly related to the immediate action, but to overall performance. Adding distractions. Dogs can become dependent on treats in specific contexts. For example, they may hear you perfectly well in the quiet living room, but ignore you in the park. To overcome this, practice cues in different environments and with various distractions. When your dog can respond to cues in different situations, he is less likely to need treats to do so. This process is called generalization and helps your dog understand that cues apply everywhere, not just in treat-rich environments. It is a pleasure to inform you and help you. If you have not subscribed to the channel, you should do it now. Take care of yourself and your furry friend. A hug, and until the next video.